for coming back in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Happy Wednesday, by the way. Yeah, it's a steamy one out here, folks. It's hot. Yeah, man, getting hotter by the minute, folks. Whew. Welcome back in, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome back into our channel. Yes, this is our channel, folks. Congratulations for everyone for breaking that 6.5K barrier. On our way to 2.6 million views. Awesome, folks. Down here on the rocks again because the other spot's being fished. So instead of crowding in with people that have got their rods scattered over the entire beach, we'll come down here and fish the rocks. We haven't fished the rocks in a while, anyways. Got another bait caster put together. 10-pound mono on it. That's not a very good calf, Michael. That's all right. I just put the line on this reel. It's gonna have a little break-in period. Had to turn the magnetics on this down completely because it was malfunctioning, and I don't really want to take the whole thing apart. All right, got one rod out with worm. And this one's. Oh, we'll refresh this one. Get this corn out here. I chose kind of this spot too because I could. Water's getting low enough to where I can set up down here, past the spot where we usually catch fish down here, and cast to it. Hopefully, it won't. It'll keep us from spooking those fish quite as bad. Get my Colonel Plank lenses out here and get on our backup cell phone and we'll check that chat. Appreciate you guys coming in. Yeah, it's a steamy one. It's about 90, 91 degrees. Should have worn my daggone shorts. It's hot out here. All right. On. Going to YouTube here. There we go. And there we are. Let me turn the volume down. Now, I really don't have to from this distance, to be honest. Let's see, Danny, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Danny says, Mike, brother. And let's see, Andy, second in, number 1 and number 2. Appreciate you guys coming in. Yeah, that's a cool spot. Yeah, that iron trestle, I'd love to fish a little closer to it, but it's gotten hit by lightning over the years, so it's highly magnetic, so it does not get a signal. Let me make sure to go back to my regular thing here, and does bite. Does bite on corn. Let me just, yep, here we are. Make sure to pin that up. There we go. Jeez, that's a big one. Where was that? Over there. There's some big ones down here, folks. There are some big ones. Let's see, Danny says, hi, Andy. Let's see, Jason, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Jason says, howdy, everyone. Hope you guys are having a great Wednesday, my friends. Danny says, hi, Jason, brother. Let's see, Kevin, what's going on? I appreciate you coming in, my friend. Kevin says, good afternoon, Danny. Let's see, Andy says, hi there. Let's see, Tommy Stamina. Another awesome channel, folks. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Tommy says up, Mike. says hi, Tommy. Let's see, Tommy says hi. Let's see, Tommy says Danny, brother. Let's see, Raspberry, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for coming in, my friend. Raspberry says hi. Raspberry says hi again. Let's see, Gloria, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, Gloria. I appreciate it, my friend. Denny says hi, Gloria. Denny says hi, Raspberry. Let's see, fishing on the journey. I appreciate you coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Journey says, MVP, good luck. I do appreciate that, my friend. I hope we can catch some for you folks. That boat's going to be a heck of a week. Always keep your eye on the boats around you. Let's see, Jimmy says, Danny, hello. Let's see, Danny says, Windy Journey. Journey says, Tommy Stamina. DCP kayak fishing. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Kayak says, how you doing, brother? We're just getting started, folks. Got worm on the far rod and corn on the close one. Hope this bite for corn. Got him. First bite, first fish on, folks. Yikes, that fish is taking off. Whoa, buddy, whoa, whoa, whoa. Loosen that drag. She went right over my other line. Oh boy, this is gonna be entertaining. Ah, crapola. This is not what you're supposed to do, folks, but not much of a choice. She went right over my other line. There's a bite on the other rod too. Oh boy. Oh, good googly. Oh. Fishy, give me a second here. Oh boy. Yeah, I was right, man in the chat there, and little stinker had to hit like that. Oh boy. That line tight. All right, other rod is out of the way at least. All right, we can focus in on this fish now. Ooh. Chaos, man. Jeez Louise. Man, I didn't have my drag set right, man. He about broke me off. Colonel Clink Lens is out, folks. Colonel Clink Lens is out. Man, that fish is dogging me out deep. Just setting on that bottom. Oh, I'm glad this is a new 10-pound test. Wow, that fish ran under my line, under my other rod, then got tangled around the spool on the other line. Tighten her up a little bit. Oh yeah, that's all power, folks. And we didn't bring our net again, so I thought we were going fishing on the dang old sand down there. I didn't know these stinking rocks, but hey, there are fish down here. That's all that matters, folks. Whoa, buddy, whoa. Yep, that top dorsal fin. I felt that top dorsal fin. I know what this is. Carolina rig with some corn right by the bank, folks. It's a dynamite technique. Man, that fish is just staying deep. Nice common carp. Well, how big have we got? Looks like a 10 or, yeah, at least 10 pounder. Yeah, that's definitely in the double digits, folks. These guys on buffalo carp, I don't have much trouble with landing on the rocks, but a little more tricky, you know. Not as easy as with the net, but I think it's been bad luck down here at this point. Buddy, oh, come on, girl. Man, these guys put up a fight, folks. Just tuning in, we're down on the Mississippi River. We're about a half mile upriver from the arch. Hey, flap that tail like a mermaid. Yeah, that's a solid 10. Probably bigger than that. 10 or 12. Definitely not a 15. Alright. Give me a break. Let me get you in here. This is where it gets entertaining. There ain't really a good spot to do this. Guys. Hope you guys can see it. The lens. I've learned that if I can see that lens, chances are you guys can. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. I don't want to grab that line. I don't want to bounce around the rocks too much either. Oh, I'm ready. Not out of my hands. Almost at her though, folks. We almost at her. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go, folks. We got her. We got her. Alright, hook is out, folks. The hook is out. Just a gorgeous first fish, folks. Ah. Yep, just a gorgeous first fish. Whew. Yeah, solid 10 pounds, 10 or 12. Won't go 15 like I said, but a gorgeous first fish of the day. Ooh, that's fun. All right, girl. With my neck doing this. Oh. Get her a little closer to the camera. Yeah, I just noticed this is going to be very difficult showing it off to you guys, but we're going to get her done. Yeah, we've got like a side of a building here sitting in front of us. Yeah, it's going to be entertaining doing this. I'm not sure how to do this, folks. All right, just a gorgeous first fish, folks. Yeah, that's about as close as I can get to that camera. Yep, she wants to go already. Yep, she's getting. Let's see if I can get her just a little bit closer to you folks. There we go. Just a gorgeous first fish, folks. Bright red tail. Check out that bright red tail. It's gorgeous. All right, girl, let's get you back in the water. One of the difficulties with doing this on the rocks is number one, setting up the camera. Number two, landing the fish. And number three, showing off of said fish. Yeah, that's just a fatty, folks. She got one scale here, but it's pretty good to me. Bye, girl. See ya. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Man, and in the heat, folks, that can take your breath away fast. Snagging the rocks. As soon as I put that hook down. Amazing I'm not getting snagged out there with this. Alright. Tell you what, let me get these rods back out. I think I have to reposition that camera just a smidgen. Not much. Just a hair to the left. Here it is. Yeah, your left, my right. Ooh, dude. Yeah, these rocks are like, woohoo. These rocks are mad. That way, we're set up a little bit better. We see a little bit of the shoreline, a little bit of the water. All right. Get this corn back on here, and I'll check that. Get this other rod out of here, this worm, and we'll check that chat, folks. First cast, first fish. Can't beat that, man. Whew. Tell you what, if I was only sweating a little bit before, I am sweating my butt off now. I'm just dripping. Temperature's about 90 degrees right now, folks. We got some high humidity around too. Some storms that are trying to come in, but it's too dry in St. Louis right now. They're dying once they get here. You can see them across the river trying to reform. All right, one more kernel on here, I think. Yeah, that was a lot of corn on that one. Yeah, that was a stingy carp, man. He wanted it all. It's like right over here. Wasn't that far out. I mean, just that close. One rod got tangled up here. Not too badly though. Just a little spinning action there. I think it's good. Pretty good again. Yeah, this is my heavy duty bait caster. I usually have like 15, 20 pound test on it with a bigger rod, but I ain't got it. So a 6'2" medium to light action is all we're gonna get right now. It'll do. That bait caster is pretty versatile. I use it for trout fishing too on occasion when I'm using heavier weight and stuff. Let's see, Gloria says, good, nothing, Mike. Have a lovely day. Different with you. I appreciate that, Gloria. Let's see, DGP says, how you doing, MVP? We just got like a 10 or 12 pound common carp. First fish of the day, folks. Let's see, LSD, what's going on? LSD says hi. L, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, what's good in from Michigan? We're doing good right now, folks. It's a steamy one down here on the Mississippi River, down by the arch. Let's see, Miss Giggy, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Miss Giggy says hi. Miss Giggy says Danny. See, Danny says hi, ASB. Let's see, LSD says hi, Danny. And I appreciate all those reactions, my friends. It helps out the channel so much. SB says, hey. SJC, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. SJC says, hey, MVP. Let's see, Jenny says, hi, SJC. Let's see, DCP says, SB, we were watching for someone to go live. I do appreciate you guys coming in, my friends. Let's see, awesome, 60 people already in, 67. That's just incredible, my folks. Let's see, 75 thumbs up. I can't believe it, folks. We're getting pushed a second time. That's awesome, folks. Let's see, DCP says, hey, Danny. Let's see, Journey says, Jay. Let's see, Cora says, cool. Let's see, DCP says, nice, just in time, my friends. Yep, first cast, first fish. Let's see, MHG Fishing says fish on. Let's see, Nava says hello. Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Kayak says, it's okay, it will happen in time. Let's see, we're missing chat here. There's a bite. Come on, buddy. I saw that rod pecking. Corner of my eye. Let's see, Gandhi, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Gandhi says big fish. Yes, sirree, my friends. That was a nice one. Let's see, nobody really is in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Nobody really says hi. Another awesome supporter of the channel. Always comes in and checks out your short feeds. A great moderator to have, my friends. Let's see, SB Bro, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But hopefully I will get time to go live. Would love to. Yeah, I would check it out, my friend. That's a steamy one. Let's see, Gotti says amazing. Awesome catch. I do appreciate that, DCT. Let's see, PA, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Corey says, get him. I got him. I didn't know if I wanted him, but I got him. Yeah, it does kind of help my back to lean back against the sun because I got sciatica in my back, so that can be. Let's see, Journey says beautiful. Let's see, Bro says just sub finding the journey. I do appreciate that, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Stable Outdoors, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Let me make sure to get to your channel. Yep. I'm already subbed, my friend. But that's the reason why you don't want to do that much, because you miss your spot in chat. We get backed up in chat when the first cast is dang on fish. All right, there we are. Let's see, Den, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Den says hello, Mike. I do appreciate you coming in, my friends. Hope you're having a great Wednesday, and I hope your day's going okay. Let's see, bro says, stay pro, I just subbed you. Awesome, I appreciate that, bro. Let's see, Lisa, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Lisa says, hope you're doing well. We've caught one so far, about 10 or 12 pounds. A common carp. Pretty good one. Mrs. Scooter is in the house. What's going on, Mrs. Scooter? Mrs. Scooter says hi. Danny says hi, Mrs. Scooter. Mrs. Scooter says hello, Danny. Let's see, Lisa says Jason. That's a bite on worm. Saw that, heel stinker. Scooter says, hope everyone is having a good day. Thank you, my friend. We're having a pretty good one. It's a little steamy out here, but we're getting acclimatized to it. Let's see, Snake, what's going on? I appreciate you coming in, my friend. Oh, there are some monsters down here, folks. This is about 30 to 40 feet deep right off the edge of this drop-off. I've landed some 50 and 60-pound blues. I've, massive fish, folks. Just gigantic. That should have been on feed. You should have been able to see that over to the left. That was just gigantic, folks. 30, 40 pounds. Let's see, Abdu, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. I do appreciate you coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Danny says hi, Mana. Miss Scooter says, sharing your stream. I really, really do appreciate that, Miss Scooter. I don't get that many shares. Miss Scooter with a shout out again. Miss Scooter says, how you doing, MVP? Hey, we're doing okay right now, folks. A little warm, a little bit of shade's gonna help. Yeah, just a little bit of haze, making it just a little bit more bearable. Let's see, Paul, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Hey, Paul, I just wanted to show you guys something. Yep, thanks to you, we were able to get our a decent stock of our trout fishing lures. 6 nice 1/8 ounce rooster tails. These are just gorgeous, guys. You're gonna see these on upcoming live feeds. We've got, thanks to the donation, a whole big box of hooks and weights. I really, really do appreciate that donation, Paul. I really do. Oh, that's a stinker. Man, that was pulling on it. You guys saw that rod double? Dang it. Yeah, that was a good bite on worm, folks. You never know what them guys are. When you're using worm, could be buffalo carp, blue catfish, channel, drum, grass carp. Who knows? Could be white bass, could be stripers. I've caught 3 stripers down here this year. I only caught 1 in this spot. The other 2 I caught down there in that other location, but that means they're still here. Set the hook on that pretty good. It just didn't hook them. If I remember this spot correctly, it turns to sand in this one itty-bitty little spot here. That's why we're trying to localize over here too. It doesn't have quite as many snags. And you notice how we've got this whole shoreline to fish? With this 1/8 ounce bullet weight, I can cast from here all the way down almost to that point. That means we've got this whole shoreline to fish. Gives us much better options to catch fish down here today. That's just a gorgeous day today, folks. It's just a little steamy, but thanks to some hazy clouds, starting to feel much, much better out here. Almost no breeze either. I mean, it's like almost still. Got just a little bit of a fine breeze, just kind of moving. Very, very little down here right now, folks. And this angle seems to not get snagged as bad. I don't know why that is, but it doesn't. That corn look okay? Yep. All right, we're gonna put it down a little bit further. We can also get some more bait in the water out here. We're trying to keep this bait in shallow. We're trying to bring these fish into the shallows rather than keep them out deep. This is an incredibly fast, steep drop-off, which means the fish are very close to me, but they're down. So what happens is you throw bait here, those fish will smell that bait and come up from the depths to get it. Grab it and then go back down. Hopefully when they grab that bait, hopefully one of them's got my hook in it. That's the plan, at least. You know, what they say, the best laid plans of men, right? I appreciate you guys coming in. Do the do, my friends. Do the do. Promo. I'm trying, folks. You never know. You never know. I could have someone from Mountain Dew call me. Never know. It could happen. Stranger things have happened, my friends. Let's see. We have 18 people in and 45 thumbs up. That's awesome, folks. I do appreciate that, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me make sure to switch back to my backup account and make sure to give a thumbs up to our, there we are. And there we are. All right. 14 people in. I appreciate that, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Channel. Let's see, Samson, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll try not to do that. It's instinct, folk. I can't help it. If my channel got bigger, yes, sirree. Check. If you guys haven't checked out Paul's channel, another awesome channel and another great supporter to our channel, MVP Fishing. And he says, double, 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 double. Let's see, Lindblom, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She looks pretty clear down here, folks. A little, are we off angle? I can't tell. Yeah, we're a little off angle here. I think that might be messing with things. When I moved her over a little bit, I did not adjust the, yeah, we're off angle. Oops. Let's see. That actually looks pretty good. I mean, that thing does go that way. I mean, it looks off angle, but that's because that, geez, another gigantic one right behind it. There's just some monster fish out here right now, folks. Just some gigantic ones. I'll work my way back in chat here. Let's see, Limbrun says, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're welcome, my friend. You are welcome. Mrs. Scooter says, how you doing? All right, I think we're caught up with chat right now. Let's see, Gloria says, my channel's getting bigger. That's awesome, my friend. Let's get everyone to that 1K level. Another one, just, Jesus, some big fish right now, folks. You probably heard that over to the left of you. Gloria says, what is that, Danny? Danny says, I got you. He's speaking Klingon again. Actually, one of those was actually a Klingon word. Let's see, Blurry, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Blurry says hi. Yep, Danny's laughing his butt off. Actually, a few of those were Klingon words. I'm a little rusty. I'd have to go through the book. I got a book at home of, they actually wrote a language for Star Trek for Klingons. Oh boy. Make sure I put a like in here. This is my backup account. Hi. There we go. Let's see, we have 12 people in and 41 thumbs up. I appreciate that, my friends. Yeah, sorry about not being able to fish the sandbar. We were kind of, there's some people fishing down there, and we didn't want to. Yeah, there's one guy's got like 5 rods set up across the entire beach down there. Yeah, that's not going to work. We'd have to be casting underneath his rods. Let's see, Jason says, hey, Mike. Sir Reed, Jason, what's going on? Thank you for coming in, my friend. We're doing okay. We've got 1 10-pound common carp so far. Let's see, Denny says hi, Blurry. Yeah, that's my life in a nutshell. Blurry. Like, what is that? Oh, boy. It's more than true, folks. All right, I think that looks pretty good right now. Set that up so we can check that chat. And that one didn't get a bite that time. Interestingly enough. Yeah, it's just the level where we shouldn't be getting quite as many snags out here. Because the rocks are about out. We only got about 3 feet before it goes down to sand. Helicopter, helicopter, helicopter. Think about it. Just set the hook. Nice. Use bing, 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 bing very, very lightly. Sometimes doing that too, you can refresh the bait. They'll hit it a second time. You give it a quick tap when the bait drops it, they'll go around and hit smack it again. Dang it. a little peck bite. He's pecked on it once or twice. Didn't get any of the worm off. Man, that is deep. That's with a 1/4 ounce of weight. It takes like 8 or 10 seconds for it to hit the bottom. And that's like 10-pound test. It's not like 30-pound test. That doesn't get that water to slow it down much. If you got like 20, 50-pound test on and you got like an ounce weight, yeah, that's gonna take a while to hit the bottom. 8 or 10-pound test, that weight should, yeah, that's going like this, man. It hits the bottom. Especially that bullet weight. It's got like a bullet effect. It goes down really, really fast. Sorry, folks, this is the only camera angle I can get. Over here, is like, where's the bank over here? There ain't nothing to put the camera on over here to the left. If I go back there further, I get too close to that iron, and yep, that'll kill your signal like that, folks. She's getting warm, but she still tastes pretty good. Still tastes pretty good, folks. Yeah, let me put my lid back on my my worms so they don't die on us. Popped off the chest. Oh, see, PA says, how's it today, Dorothy? See, Paul says, yes, only came in. All right, I got you, my friend, and I do appreciate that, Paul. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alrighty. She just dropped me thing like a bad habit. Yeah, it's a little steamy out here right now, folks. Just a little warm. Yeah, that sun's popping out again, but we ain't got much of it left. The shade's about to get to us. Well, I'm thankful for those 10-15 minutes of clouds we had. Paul says, trusting, go home with the helicopter. Oh, Tuesday, go home with the helicopter. Oh, I got you, my friend. Yeah, these rocks can be a little bit of a strain on the old back. Let's just make sure we're doing okay. 15 people in and 45 thumbs up. That's awesome, folks. And I do appreciate that that quick push from YouTube this beginning of this feed. Hopefully, when we get another big one on, we can get some more people in the chat. If you guys haven't, smash that like button. Share us out. I don't do that much, but it's been helping push us quite a bit. Helps out the channel so much. Share us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you want to, my friends. Another big one. Come on, Mr. Shade. That shade's like right there. Right behind me, it's like right. It's right there. Let's see, Paul says, almost 50 likes, Mike. Yes, sir. We've gotten a fast run right there in the beginning of the feed. I do appreciate that, my friends. Hey, we're doing it right. We got the backup cell phone. We can check that chat. Yeah, but G-Bro, he's from San Diego's Hit. Another awesome channel. If you guys haven't checked that out, that's where G-Bro and I met. Another awesome moderator to have to your channel. And another aspiring YouTuber. He's growing fast. I really should put worm on both rods here for a minute to see if there's anything in here. Dang, dude. Sheesh. That line just sprung off there. It'll do that sometimes. It's a new line, so bite on it that time. But let me refresh these worms. What I'm gonna do, give them a little bit of a squeeze. Introduce it again. Alright. And that worm about to come off in one spot, didn't it? That's our first train of the day, folks. Earbuds out. Well, we're not getting a lot of bites, folks. Let me go over there and put the camera around so you guys can see the old train. These rods are pretty well stationed too. I don't think anything's getting in. But just to be safe, this one smells cracked a little bit. Let me switch the old camera around here so you guys can see the train. The train is on the tracks. And there we go, folks. You can see the train now. Let's see, 14 people in and 52 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. We've already up to 52 likes, my friends. Let's see, bass fishing, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do appreciate that, my friend. Let's see, Bass Static says, where is he fishing at? This is the Mississippi River down by the Arch in St. Louis. Yes, we're about a quarter of a mile upriver from the Arch. All right, let's switch this back around here. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go, folks. Sorry about being my ugly mug there for a minute. I apologize. Yep, the close rod's got worm and the far rod has corn. We've already caught one 10-pound plus common carp so far today. Let's see, what am I fishing for? With the rigs we've got, Carolina rigs, 1/4 ounce and 1/8 ounce, corn and worm, sky's the limit down here. Every single species of fish will hit that. particular arsenal of bait. From common carp, buffalo carp, grass carp, blue cat, flathead, drum, skipjack herring, white bass, and sturgeon. And those are like the species we've caught in the last 5 or 6 trips. Those bite corn. And he started hitting it. And little stinker started hitting it. Yeah, that rod was going. Ooh, that was a close one. You're about to step out of my shoe. My shoe got stuck in the rocks. Yeah, I'd have set the camera up over here, but there ain't nowhere to set up over here because there ain't no here. This is a massive drop off. This is like 30 feet deep in this one spot. Worm out there, oh, who knows what's going to hit it. 4-inch shallow, you got a lot of those carp, common carp, the buffalo carp, and grass carp. It's pretty good, folks. I think we're just going to let those soak for a few minutes. And that was a good hit on that far rod. It just popped it a couple times. Lifted the rod right off the rock there for a second. Gonna have to watch that one. Oh, what do we do? Let's see, Danny says hi bass. Let's see how bass. Let's see Paul. Let's see Philippe, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. An amazing view. Yes, it is beautiful down here, my friends. That's an old iron trestle where they used to tie the barges up back in the 1800s. They don't do it anymore, but they still do use this area for barge traffic. Also at comment and like, so sub. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, 12 people in, 52 thumbs up. I do appreciate that, my friends. We had a quick push there for a minute during the beginning of the live feed. And I was out testing out those rooster tails yesterday evening. And if you guys see some short feeds of some pictures I took, some crappie, some bass, some bluegill, long-eared sunfish, and green sunfish on my short feeds, those are the ones I caught yesterday. I think the largest bass I got was about a ½ pound. Got some nice little 8, 9-inch crappie. Couple big 6, 7, 8-inch bluegill. Some nice bluegill. Let's see, Karen, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a while. What's going on, Karen? Meow, thanks for coming in. Meow says, hello, MBP and chat and mods. Let's see, Richard, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Richard says, what's up, buddy? We're doing okay right now. It's a little steamy out here. It's about 90. We're getting some cloud cover, which is, you know, I'm worried a little bit about the storms upriver, but we're going to find out, folks. If all else fails, we'll fish in the rain. That's why today's, the name of today's live feed is, it's another steamy one. Let's see, 83, if you're, comment and like, also on my, last for the giveaway. Yeah, another awesome channel, folks. If you guys haven't checked out Paul, go over there, like, subscribe, leave a comment on a short feed so that sucker sticks. Sorry, let me turn the volume down on this a little bit. It's probably getting picked up. I do apologize for that. I didn't realize we were up that loud. There we go. Another big one just busted up out there. We're fixing to hook into one of these bad brutes sooner than later. Maybe I should throw a few handfuls out there deeper just to draw them in, but I don't know. I don't like feeding them when they're out deep. I'd rather them come in shallow. They travel out deep down here, but they don't stay in the depths. They come into the shallows to feed. The deeper water, the current out there is like a I don't know, like a highway to them. And these shallower spots are like a gas station. Stopping in to get a bite to eat and recharge. Let's see. Karen says, hello, Danny Paul family. Issues, Mike, I can just... no worries. I do appreciate you coming in, Karen. I really, really do. Always enjoy talking to you, my friend. Let's see, Karen says, thanks, Danny. Our prayers, I hope you can get that, sorted out. I know personal matter. I don't want to talk about it, but I do. You're in my prayers. I miss you on the feeds, Karen. Let's see. Awesome Fishing. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Awesome Fishing says good evening. Jeez. That fish just did a backflip in midair out there. Hey, gummit. Always says hi, Danny, buddy. And Skeeter, what's going on? Yes, sir. Thanks for coming in, Skeeter. I do appreciate that, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Skeeter says, hello, everyone, and Mike, cheers. Let's see, Paul says, hey, Skeeter. Let's see, Skeeter says, everyone. Let's see, Pierre Coops is in the house. What's going on, Pierre Coops? I do appreciate you coming in, my friend. Hope you're having a great day, Pierre. I hope those legs are doing okay. Yeah, Pierre has some difficulty. He's a great carp angler. But, yeah, it's difficult for him to get out nowadays. Another big one. Danny says, Pippi River. I don't know what he's talking about. You got me on that one. Let's see, Skeeter says Pier. And Pier says, yep, just one so far. Oh, just one. I got you. You're in my, I hope you feel better, Pier. I really, really do. I like to see you out on the water, my friend. Let's see, Danny says, Hope Cope is going live today. Yeah, also, Justin, I forgot to mention, Justin Funderstuck, You've Been Funderstuck will be live. He should be getting around the time where he's going to start checking. So check back and forth. Make sure, switch between us. Oh, there's a bite on worm. Yeah, that was something pecking on it. Yep, you know, switch between us. You can check out us both. I'll leave the details. He's going to be doing some. Well, he's going to be doing some fishing. That's all I'm saying, folks. Let's see. Scooter says, "Cheers, everyone." And Pierce says, "No Dutch." See, no worries, my friends. Nothing. No snags today, luckily. That's a definite positive thing. Got one so far on the boat. Let's see if we can get another right now. We've got worm out here too, so sky's the limit with this one. You never know what's going to be hitting out here. This is just, I just put this reel on this rod, so I gotta get her in there right. Looks like something got off a piece of worm. Let me put another one on here. And once again, Paul, thanks so much for the donations to the channel. We're able to get bait right now and hooks and weights. Without that, it'd be a pretty hard fishing month for us. I really do appreciate it, my friend. I fish pretty cheap, but it still costs a few dollars to do it. I think I do pretty good for what I've got. What I got ain't a lot. Trying to get these rods so you guys can see them, drop them just a little bit so they're separated a little bit more. All right. That rod's in here right by the bank, so scatter that corn right in here. Doesn't take much to haul them into action, folks. They're going to be setting up and down the shoreline, so where that scent line is going, they're going to be coming pretty quick. And these carp down here, these river carp, they're not like lake carp where they just kind of lag around and take their time to get in there. They smell that food in here, they come running. Or swimming. You know what I mean? They got fins, they can't run, they ain't got feet. Oh boy. I know Daniel's taking that literally. Yeah. He's got me doing that. Let's see, Danny with the trophy emojis. I appreciate that, my friend. Let's see, Junior Chapman, what's going on? I appreciate you coming in, my friend. Chapman says hello, MVP. Let me go to channel and make sure to get you a sub, my friend. And leave you a comment. All right, I'm number 43. There you go, my friend. I try to do that as much as I can in chat. Let's see, Jenny says Chapman. Let's see, Paul says hello, Chapman. Let's see, Danny says up here. Time for a call. Yeah, I've got her muted, so no worries. 19 people in and 62 thumbs up. I appreciate that, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Paul's laughing his butt off. Yeah, you know what? You know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Paul says, what's in it? So we are already on a call. Mike. Oh, got you. See, I can't tell because the dang thing's muted, Danny. Yeah, our chat, our people in our chat, they love to ring your dang on phone off the hook when you're doing a live feed. So you gotta mute the application. Let's see, Jacob, what's going on? I appreciate you coming in, my friend. Jacob says up, thank you. Yep, 58. Yes, sirree, I appreciate that, my friend. Our 58th like. I'm pretty sure I'm sub to you, but make sure I am, Jacob. Nope. I'm 133, so I'm 133rd sub for you, my friend. All right, there we go. That'll be 134 when I get back, because everyone on this one, I'll make sure to subscribe on my backup, my main account as well. Oh, you're very welcome, Jacob. Another aspiring YouTuber. Hope you get to that 1K ASAP, my friend. Let's see, Jacob says legend. I appreciate that, my friend. Let's see, Paul says hello, Jacob. Yeah, it's steamy out here, folks. It's definitely steamy. I'm sweating. We're right close to this water. This water can't be 50, 55 degrees, so. Up here at 90, it's pretty dang on warm out here today. Let's see, Jacob says, Paul, what's up? Let's see, Junior says, I can't even get to 50 subs. Well, I think I just subbed. Yep. Stay on the feed. I'll tell you what, guys. Jason and Jacob, I am going to do this for the remainder of the day. If you guys behave, I'll make sure to keep them going. I'll add you guys as standards for the day. There you go, my friends. Now you can check out other people's chats and sub pretty dang fast. Just like I did, just go to them, leave a comment on a short feed. Just say you subbed up from MBPs, come right back. Do it over again. Let's see. Pierce says subbed, Junior. I'm 45. Let's see if we can get you up to 100 today. Definitely get you up enough to do some live feeds, my friend. Junior says, heck yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Oh, no worries, my friend. That was a bite on corn. I saw it. And that rod was very, very gently wobbling. Yeah, I knew we had another fish in here. Yeah, these guys are very, very sensitive. So, they do double the rod on occasion, but most of the time, all you're going to do is see that rod tip doing this. And if he'd still be doing it, I'd have set the hook. And I get the majority of the carp, 99% of them, right here on the outside of the lip. And he picked it up there for a second. Yeah, that corn is just, it's been chewed on quite a bit. So you can see that's been chewed up. Let me put some fresh stuff on. You do have to refresh this corn every 15, 20 minutes, I'm afraid. It's right out of the can. It's fresh and it works pretty good, but the scent, it just doesn't last. Now, there's a time to ferment it that's just right. It's just, I've done it all my life with just right out of the can. You can ferment it and it works, but you got to ferment it just right. And pack baits work pretty good. Also, you know, Pierre and I, we were talking about hair rigs, another awesome technique to use for carp. I just prefer the simplicity of this because the amount of snags and stuff down here, it's just so much of a hassle to, I just hate putting on like a hair jig and just losing all that tackle all the time. Yeah, I'm having a little trouble with this corn right now. It's a little icky. Sometimes this cheap stuff can be, half the kernels can be a little funky. If you're new to the channel, we try to keep the channel PG-13. You don't have to do anything. New moderators, just set back, sub up. Enjoy the feed, my friends. Come on, this is new line, so it don't like me. That's I'm using like a 1/8 ounce weight, man. That's not gonna work. I have to cast it overhanded, I'm afraid. I can't get quite the spot I want to. I wanted an inch shallower than that, but I'll have to do. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm kind of amazed that worm's not getting anything. I wonder if I should move her over a little bit further over to the left over here. We had a couple bites out there, and they kind of stopped. I'm just worried casting over to the left of snags. The further you go to the left, the more of these chunk rocks are sitting out everywhere. And I could go closer to the bottom. That's actually something I forgot about down here. A lot of times these buffalo carp and stuff, when you're out deeper, they'll be positioned very, very close to the bottom. So let me try one more cast out here deeper, but way closer to the bottom. We got a few bites. It seemed like they just didn't want to, that was something wrong. They didn't want to get to it. Too much of a hassle. You guys are having a great Wednesday, my friends. I hope your day is going okay. Let's see, Danny says, HTTP. Yep. Thanks for the link, Danny. I appreciate that, my friend. Let's see, Junior says, thanks, Danny. Let's see, Jacob says, Junior, one left a comment. Awesome, my friend. See, Pierce says 47. Yep, we're going to get you to that 50 so you can go live, my friend. And you know, the first time you go live, you have to set it up beforehand. It may take up to 2 to 3 days for YouTube to acknowledge that. So if you want to go live, make sure you try to set that up at least a day or two early. See, Johnny Lamb, I appreciate you coming in, my friend. Johnny Lamb says MVP. Another awesome channel, my friends. Yep, try a simple one. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Just weight, the bait, and the hairline right behind it. it's 2 hooks. I'm only using 1 hook. I'll definitely try it when the water gets a little bit lower, because the more bait in the water, when the water gets lower and colder, the better. So that's definitely a technique I'm going to be pulling out of the arsenal during the winter time when we're fishing down here. I'm definitely going to be trying it here. No worries on that. Let's see, Small Town Adventures, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Small Town says, good afternoon, everyone. Paul says, thank you, guys. You haven't, chat, well, no worries. That was, that's a bite on worm again. They're being a nuisance right now. And that guy finally left down there. We might be moving down there. We did get 1 big carp down here, but you guys know how many there are down there. See, 15 people in it, 67 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. I appreciate that, my friends. Thank you. We've got another train, folks, coming. We've got another big one coming. Earbuds out, my friends. Earbuds out. Yeah, them suckers can't get loud down here. Or turn the volume down, ASAP. Yeah, I like to show the trains down here because I have a number of fans, well, viewers, supporters to the channel. That, like I said, this is my channel as much as it is yours, and people like to see the train, so I'm going to show the train. All right, folks. Here she comes. Oops, I just muted it, didn't I? Well, I think you guys can hear me. Yeah, we were muted there for a moment. Sorry about that. I noticed. Let's see, bro says, please help me reach 200. Yes, sirree. If you guys haven't subbed to bro, make sure to go over there, leave a comment on a short feed, sub up, and check out his channel, my friends. Sound is okay? I got you. Let me make sure. Hello, yeah, we're okay. I might have pressed it by accident there. Let's see, 14 people in and 68 thumbs up. I appreciate that, my friends. Let's see, Paul says, is your soda... is your spot empty, Mike? I don't think so. We got 1 hit here on that close rod, and there's some monsters hitting down here. It's just getting them to hit down here. We've got 30 feet of water in front of us rather than 4 feet between us and the fish. And I think we're going to move here in a little bit, get down to the other spot. Yeah, that individual moved. Hopefully he didn't get snagged too much. It got too hot for him, evidently. Yeah, there's definitely still some big ones down here. Yep, Danny, this spot has a lot more common carp and buffalo carp. Now, the grass carp, they tend to suspend out there about this far from the surface. So they're virtually impossible to catch. They're just traveling from like that spot down there to the next spot down there to the next spot down there. We're in the, we're kind of in the, what do you call it, the side street area where they're just getting ready to come out. Well, that drag is really risky. Tell you what, let's get a cast down. That's a good thing about this spot too. We've got a lot more area to fish. We found one angle right now. If I remember correctly, this goes from like rock right here, and it goes to sand right in front of us. I'm surprised they're not pulverizing this worm out there right now. Might put her off the bottom for her. There's a big blue cat or something out here. You might want her. I do have some, you know what, I almost forgot. I have a chicken breast in there, kind of half spoiled. I might put that on. Couple chunks of that. Might get a blue cat or something out here. They do like their meat. Now worms are usually okay, but sometimes they're a little stingy. Especially the ones over about 8 or 10 pounds. 4 or 5 pounders, they'll usually hit worm, but the 8 or 10 pounders, they go, yeah, eat. Yep. We had to turn our magnetics down all the way on this reel because she wasn't exactly performing up to the best. I should turn that up just a little bit again. Yeah, the magnetics aren't working great on that one. I just got it out of mothballs. It's been in my closet for pretty much 8 months. Yeah, what's going on? Paul says it's 12 MBP deep. MB deep is it, Danny? Yeah, it is. It's actually shallow where we're fishing. It's only about 7 or 8 feet deep right here by the bank, but it's a continuous straight drop off. So we are right on that ledge over here, folks. It gets shallower over here. It's the reason why the fish are going from spot to spot. We're kind of in the transitional area. Some bigger fish tend to hold here, though. Let's see. Patrick, what's going on? Patrick says, Danny Paul. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Patrick says, Mike. Let's see. Paul says, hey, Patrick. Let's see, message retracted. I do appreciate you coming in, Casey. I hope you left a like on, hope you left a like, my friend. Let's see, Danny says, that's why I am the managing mod. Yep, sirree. Yes, sirree, my friend. See Wild, what's going on? I appreciate you coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is the fish count today? We've just got one, about 10 or 12 pounds. Just a beautiful common carp. First cast, my friend. First cast. Let's see, Wild says Danny. Let's see, Jay Fishing is in the house. What's going on, Jay Fishing? Jay Fishing says hi. Paul says hello, wild. Let's see, Jenny says, hey, Jay Fishing. Zion with the Zion Wirer. What's going on? Boy, that's an interesting. That's an interesting. Yeah, I know that was probably something. I appreciate that, Danny. Let's see, Wild says hi, Paul. Yeah, thank you, Danny. So long. I do. I hope you dropped a like on the way out, my friend. Let's see, what's cushy, everyone? I don't know, Jay Fishing, and I probably don't want to know. Let's see, 17 people in it, 70 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. I do appreciate that, my friends. Buddies, I know you're still here. That's a pretty good effect on that one. Right. Rock. Not my corner up there. We tried jig head down here too. Sometimes the jig head works better than the actual Carolina rig. That's a pretty good pop. It wasn't me. I looked down, I wasn't near that rod tip. That's in the danger zone there. That's where it starts getting bad again. I'm thinking about it, folks. We might be moving over to that other spot. She's still in the sun over there for a minute, so I'm kind of debating whether or not I just want to gently sit here in the shade and see if we can get some more of these big commons and buffalo carp. It might be time to switch up the baits. Put corn out there deeper and worm in shallow. There's bound to be some other species of fish in here by the bank. I'm gonna let that set for a minute. We're gonna let that soak for a minute. A couple minutes, give or take. We're to see. Give it time, folks. Give it time. Yeah, these guys can be a little tricky down here sometimes. Let's see. Danny says 72 thumbs up and 28 more for the 100. Yes, we're getting close to the 100 barrier already, folks. That is awesome. That is incredible, my friends. Let's see. Brazen, what's going on? Brazen Bass Fishing says hi. Let's see. Paul says, hey, Brazen. Hope you're not getting an echo from the backup cell phone. Try to hear it a little bit so I make sure I sound okay, but I try to keep that volume down so it doesn't bother you, because there's like a 2-second differential between what you guys what I speak and what you guys hear, which is amazing. Actually, it hears all around the world in less than 2 seconds. It's just that's still incredible to me how that works. I still find it hard to believe. Let's see. Brazen says, "What's that?" Brazen says, "Be beautiful." That is a trussel down there to where the barge used to attached back in the day, back in the 1890s. They don't use it anymore, but they do park in this location from time to time. They're not here today. Let's see. Brazen says cool. Let's see. Den, what's going on? Den says, everyone says, where's your coffee, bro? Yeah, it's a little more expensive right now. I can't really afford Mountain Dew's actually cheaper, and I need the caffeine to keep yeah, I'm old, 58 years old. I need that stimulation to keep on going. A little caffeine, and I'm ready to go, my friends. Already battled one 10-pound plus carp on the feed. Let's see, Diamond, what's going on? I appreciate you coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Diamond says hi, Paul. Another great channel. If you guys want to check that out, I'm sure if you leave a sub, Diamond will be more than happy to sub back, my friends. "17 people in and 74 thumbs up. If I forgot to mention it a little bit, couple things, share us out, on posts, whatever you can, get some people in here that we can get it a crowd going. Get the chat rolling, my friends. Oh, and if you guys haven't, if I haven't mentioned it too, I just want to mention it once. PayPal, Cash App's link in the description on my main channel. If you want to donate to the channel, get a shout out for whatever equipment or gear you want me to buy for upcoming trips. That's awesome. If you do, if you don't, no worries. I like to mention it once on the feed, just once. See, 20 people in and 75 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Let's see. Paul says, have a great day, Patrick. Yes, sir. I hope your Wednesday goes okay, my friend. Let's see. Dan says, I am 47 years old and I'm still fishing. Always bring coffee. And some squares. I got you, my friend. Hey, during the wintertime, I do the same thing. In the spring, when I've got the money for coffee, it's $2.69 a cup right now down at the dang on gas station. And with that scooter, I can't carry coffee more than like if there's a street down here. I'm on an electric scooter. If I try to carry anything in my hands, I crash. So it's got to be in my backpack or something. Let's see. Pierce says, "Yep, 54, my friends. Yep, we're getting there." Let's see. Junior says, still at 47, Danny. Yeah, weird thing. I checked out my profile on YouTube. There are like 4 that have the same name as me, and oddly enough, they're like one lives all over St. Louis, and they have like 35, 47, 59, 72. They're all different ages, but some of the information on mine's right, some of it's wrong. I don't know an Anthony. There's been no one in my family ever named Anthony. I don't know where the heck that came from. Let's see. Junior says, okay. I'm sorry if I'm chatting a lot. I tend to talk a lot when I'm on the feed, try to keep people entertained and amused. Let's see, Diamond says, have a great stream. See y'all later. All right. Thanks for coming in, Diamond. I do appreciate it, my friend. Let's see. Aaron, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Aaron says hello, sir. Let's see. Paul says, Diamond, I fly over the sea with my chopper. Oh boy. Let's see. Damon. Danny says hi, Arian. Danny says hi, all things. All things channel. What's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's check these rods out. I think it's time to put some worm in shallow. See, Jen says, I'm new. Oh, boy. For monitoring YouTube, just to monitoring, bro. I got you, my friend. All right, like I said, let's switch this up. I think we're gonna put a worm on this close rod here. Try to see if there's anything interesting in here besides carp. Could be a big flatty or something in here real shallow. I don't know. Get all that corn off the hook. One more little squirmy wormy here. I want to put too many on here. That looks pretty good. This back current moving this slowly, I think I'll put the lead off the bottom a little bit. Just right by the bank. See what's sitting in here. Well, this isn't shallow. It's like 7 or 8 feet deep right here by the bank. And this one, I think we'll put this on corn on here. We're not throwing these worms away. They're not torn up. We're gonna put these right back in the container. I don't want to lose these worms. I got too many worms. That might be our problem on this one. I might have too many daggone worms in the thing. Yeah, those will revive after a while. We try worm and corn. That's a possibility. Sometimes worm and corn works. Give it a shot. Because that worm doesn't put out a lot of, doesn't shine so much. But the corn's bright. Another big one right in front of us, folks. That's like just right over there, man. That can don't want to set up. Let's see, how deep do I want to put this? Another reason I like these bullet weights too, the rig I got. I can switch up this level so easily. Those weight stops. We're gonna put it just under a foot deep. Maybe about 11 inches. I have this daggone rod. I had it underneath this rock slip down on me. There we go. I think our rods are set, man. I've got worm on that close rod. We're going to see if there's anything interesting sitting here by the bank. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate that, my friend. Let's see, Danny says I'm not the mod for the trolls today. Let's see, Steve Fishing with what's going on? Steve Fishing. Thanks for coming in, my friend. How's it going today, mate? Are they on the chew? Well, we caught one just when we got here. Just first cast, a nice like 10 or 12 pound common carp. Got a couple more nibbles. They seem to have slowed down in this spot. We're kind of switching up, checking around here, see if there's anything left down here. If not, we're gonna move down to that sand, our little sandy spot. Oh, there's a bite on worm. I saw that. Saw that, folks. That was a little bite on worm. Oh, yep, Sam. He's thinking about it. Just snap that hook. That might have been me, folks, on that one. I don't know. I think I might have kicked that rod. This is the second time. The first time was a bite. That wasn't moving. Oh, little stinker. Hit the worm and corn rig. Okay. Yeah, that was definitely a bite. I don't know what that was, but that was definitely a bite, folks. Yeah, I think we might have found them. I think they're holding out here just a little bit deeper, but over here to the left. It's still sand right there, I think. Not 100% sure that's all sand over there. There might be some chunk rocks sitting over there. I don't know. Let's see if he hit the worm or the corn. We'll throw the worm back out and see if he hits it. And if he hits that, we'll know he was hitting worm. Something sticking off on that thing. Something on there. That was like right over here to the left. That was actually up current. We're just low enough to where we don't have to worry as much about the snag. We still have to worry about him some. Even in a spot like this where there's sand to rock transitions, there's always going to be a few chunk rocks sitting around that's going to get your weight snagged up. With 10-pound test, you ain't going to pull out of that dang on rock. Actually, with a 100-pound test, you ain't going to pull out with it. Let's see, Alexandra with Alexandru. Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alexandru says hi. Alexandru says hi again. Hope you're having a great day, Alexandru. Paul says, hello, Alexandru. Got a hangnail. Let's see, 16 people in and 77 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Yeah, I forgot to mention again, folks. You know, Justin should be Justin Thunderstuck. You've been Thunderstuck. He should be on live feed right now. You can check him out. Set it up so you can swipe back and forth. Say hello, see how he's doing. Drop that like, my friends. You should be on feed by now. I got that. And there goes our. Yeah, this backup cell phone is just gets just enough of a signal to be able to do this. The plan they gave me isn't great on that. It's like a $5 plan a month, so it adds to my regular phone, so I get one extra line. And it does run out of minutes eventually, even on just playing it like that. But it works. I can read you guys' chat almost instantly. Something pecked on. Let it go. Weird. Big old barge across the river over here. Wonder what he's transporting. I think we just need to be patient with these guys. These might be some buffalo carp and stuff out here. I'm getting some wobble bites. Let me see if I can draw some of these guys in here. We're bound to get some fish in here eventually. We're bound to. One handful of river. That stuff is what winds up here. That stuff there. That stuff there. Because the current's moving very, very slowly. It's like this. Very slowly moving. This is a back current. It's a big eddy, like massive undertow down here. It's a gorgeous spot, folks. I've gotten some massive blue cat, flathead. Countless grass carp and buffalo carp and common carp. This is a gorgeous spot, folks. Let's see, Ed, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Ed says hello, MVP. I do appreciate you coming in, Ed. I hope you're having a great day. See, Denny says hi, Ed. And see, Paul says hello, Ed. I wish I would have propped that up to a little higher up. Oh well. I think she looks okay. Looks pretty straight to me. $15 people in and 77 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. So I'm not one of them guys that has to have 1 million people in my channel at once. I'm more than happy to have my friends and family in. And it looks like Maddie's on No Eps, No Thrills is on live feed too right now. Could you drop by and give him a like, my friends, too? See, 9 people in and 77. Let's see, Junior says, nice fish, Mike. I do appreciate that. That was that first fish right at the beginning of the feed. That was a big one. A little tricky to show them off on the shoreline, but I think we got her accomplished. We've spent almost an hour down here. Mike, did you saw the WhatsApp with my question? No, Danny, I haven't. Oh boy. Let me see if I can. I had her paused in my backup cell phone too. Fishing crew. Is that in private? Probably in private. Yeah, I don't use this much on WhatsApp, Danny. I've got to go through a month of stuff here. Man. I'm just swiping through a ton of stuff right now. All right, probably in private. All I see is a, yeah, all I see is, it's not in my regular, Danny. You put it in my other number. So I can't read it unless I go off of this and onto let's see. Danny says, never mind. We'll talk about it. Oh, I got you. See, 9 people in and 79 thumbs up. I appreciate that, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's see, Justin's not on live feed yet. I guess he's he'll be live soon enough, folks. I apologize if that echo from that backup cell phone is not doing us a world of good. But I do like to hear the comments when I'm chatting with you guys. It makes doing live feeds a little bit easier. Come on, buddies. I know you're down there. Boy, it finally cooled off a little bit. Let's see, Big Boy Rails, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How you doing today, big boy? Let's see, I got a yellow perch catfish, crappie, and a bass. In the freezer right now. Awesome, my friend. Those are some good tasting fish. Those are some great catches too. Yep, he can grill them up if he wants to. Yeah, there's no trains right now, big boy. See, it's you missed 2 of them so far. We're switching her up to make sure people get to see the trains. Let's see. Bro says just posted a short on my channel. Awesome, my friend. I'll go check that out. Let's see. Go to channel. And let's see, short feeds. There we go. Well, you're getting one from St. Louis, Missouri. There you go, bro. Yeah, I try to be as interactive as possible. Oh, you're welcome. Let's see, Saving Grace, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Saving, says Danny. You're in Independence, Missouri. Awesome. I don't think I've visited Independence. Let's see, bro says same here. Let's see, Real says, are the fish biting? This spot was really hot when we got here. It's kind of slowed down, but I've still got hopes for it. I'm not done with it yet. I'm starting to think about moving. It got us one big carp in the beginning of the feed, and it's kind of slowed down. Let's see, Denny says, here comes, you have the question now in your other WhatsApp number, Mike. All right, I got it. Oh, all right. I can do that. No worries, my friend. All right, 13 people still on it. 79 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. I really, really do appreciate that, my friends. There you go. All done. Done and done. I mean done. Gee, there's some big ones just busting up out here. Look at that. That squirrel was that big. I knew we were finally going to get snagged. That's out there deeper. That might come off if I go over past it. Hang on. This shoreline's a little tricky to walk around. Pretty dang on deep here too. It's odd to get snagged that bad with stuff. That's someone's line. That's why. Popped off. Yeah, you got to get on the other side of that thing to get her off. And I'm watching Mr. Snaky. They like to sit around these edges. Yeah, they tolerate me down here, but not much. I was like, oh, that crazy old human down there again. He's doing something down there. Should we bite him? Just bite him? Snap at him? I have gotten bit by snakes down here in the past. It's been a few years. It was when I was younger. Kind of learned the live and let live policy when it comes to Mr. Snakies down here. It was odd. That first cast we got a pretty good pop, and I missed him on that other rod, and now I'm not getting anything on it. It just looks too good not to have like a couple of sitting in here munching down on that corn I threw. Look at that. 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet, 7 feet, 8 feet, 9 feet, 10 feet. Alright, it's on the bottom. Took that long to hit the bottom. Pretty dang on deep in these spots right here. That one got snagged up. Come on, though. That's weird. We got a pretty good bite out there in the first cast, and then they don't want to hit again. I think this time we might have to move. I don't want to. It's a big hassle moving from one spot to the other, but I do not know about this spot anymore. I think we're going to let those soak for a few more minutes, and then we'll figure out the rest of our stuff. You know, all our stuff's right by us, so all we got to do is grab our stuff and move. It's going to be a heck of a walk down in rocks. That was a bite on worm. Seems like you got to hit him in the head down here. They don't want to touch it. Yeah, I think this might be our last. It might be. We might be transitioning over to that sand spot. Unfortunately, it's still in the sun for a little while longer, so we're gonna have to make do. We're in a beautiful shady spot here. I hate to leave. What'd I do with that dang on backup stuff? Oh, I left it over here, didn't I? I left it over here. Yeah, I love it how it backs off of your own live feed when you're watching it. I love that. Love it. Love it. Love it. me switch over to my other account here. Come on. There we go. Let's see, 12 people still in, and 82 thumbs up. I do appreciate that, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Happy Fishing, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. And see, Chris, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you guys doing today? Let's see, John Peterson. How you guys doing today? Hope you're having a great Wednesday, my friends. Let's see, Chris with the heart emojis. Let's see, John says, what's up? Let's see, California Dreamin'. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Look at that, just gigantic fish right in front of me. Man, it's hard pressed to leave a spot when they're hitting up the surface like that. Tell you something, I might. Do I have any bread? They're coming. I might put on like a big chunk of bread down there. Let's see, California says, hey, Pier. Let's see, Paul says, all good, Chris. Let's see, nobody really is back in. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Big Boy says, yep, the fish are definitely around. There are some monsters down here right now, folks. I'm kind of got to keep my eye on rods, because one of them big boys hit, they're going to try to take the rods in. Let's see, Hooner, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Hooner says, greetings from Hungary. Yes, this is St. Louis, Missouri. We're about a half mile upriver from the Arch in St. Louis. Let's see, Paul says, hello, Humor. Let's see, Denny says, hello, Humor. Let's see, nobody says, Danny the Stinger Manny. Boy, it's a quiet evening down here, folks. Just, you talk about a relaxing view. Sorry. Humor says, good luck, grabbing a pizza. Hope you enjoy it. I hope they make it real, real good, my friend, and save a slice for me. $14 people in and 83 thumbs up. Blazing Bees is in the house. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Blazing with the thumbs up. I do appreciate that, and thank you, thank you, thank you. Denny says bees. Let's see, Paul says for the giveaway. Let's see, nobody really says we. Yeah, you could fall asleep down here. You really could. It's that peaceful and quiet down here. Let's see. Paul says hello, bees. Bee says hello, Paul. I thought there was someone walking back there. It's a rutting season. I think there's a deer back here making a ruckus. Let's see. Paul says, yes, it looks amazing, Mike. $18 people in and 84 thumbs up. I appreciate that, my friends. I do. Let's see. Blazing says, school buses finally have to go. All right. Thanks for coming in, Blazing. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a great day. I have to go to channel on this one. Nope, that's not right. There goes our biplane in the day. FP's always over. The Freestyle Bros, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Let me make sure to get you a sub. And a like and a comment. Oh, train, folks. Train. Earbuds out, my friends. Earbuds out. There you go. Number 20. I'm your 20th sub, Freestyle. Denny says, hi, bros. Let's see. Nobody says, hey, Freestyle. Let's see. Pierce says, SJ. Let's see. Nobody says, SJ. Let's see. SJ says, thanks, Danny and Pierre. That's great. Let's see. SJC says, thanks, nobody. Let's see. Pierre says, yeah, why? Let's see. Danny with the trophy emojis. Let's see, nobody really going, oh? Just turning the camera around so you guys can check the, check the train, my friends. I'm not sure about, I just keep looking at this and it looks a little off. Even though it's straight, I'm not sure why. It looks off. I don't know. I don't know. There we go. It looks the same. Let's see, SJC says, wow, I can fish and be clear-headed for once. Yeah, down here on the rock, you gotta be clear-headed. You don't break your neck. Seriously, I've brought too many friends down here that come back with lacerations. Yeah, it's not a good idea to come down here and fish with any kind of impairity. a gorgeous evening down here, folks. It is. And leaning against this pole does kind of help my back out a little bit. I've got pretty bad sciatica in my back, so setting like that helps quite a bit. I'm not touching that rock again. All right, looks pretty good. Let's go up. Let's see, see with the fishy emojis. Let's see, Aiden, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. And Ifran, I appreciate you coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See, Miss Giggy says nobody really here. Says Giggy. Miss Giggy says here. See, when my body starts hurting, I don't think I'm going to take. Yeah, it can be quite a bit of pain down here. Nobody. This shoreline can be treacherous. Let's fight. That's all that for sure. Just thinking about it. Yeah, that was a big, a very, very light wobble. See, Apple, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Apple says catch anything. We caught one big 10 or 12 pound common carp right at the beginning of the feed. Struggling now, but we're still confident. Let's see, he says Chris. Let's see, nobody with the heart emojis. SJC says 50 years young, Mike. Looking great, my friend. I do appreciate that, my friend. I try to stay in shape. Apple says nice. Thank you. That was a fighter, especially on this shoreline. We've been going without our net recently, tempting these guys. We got the suspicion that our net's bad luck right now. And he says, hi, Miss Giggy. Yeah, that had to have been on a feed. That fish just right to the surface. Tell you what, I think it's time we get some extra bait out. I have some chicken breast over here. Maybe we should cut up some cut bait. Put a nice piece of chicken breast out there. It's a little funky. I don't think it was edible. Yeah, oh, that's our bread. I always keep some bread on us. Don't tell me I forgot to bring it with me. Hey, coming. Seriously, I forgot to bring that crap with me. Oh, wow. Shoot. I leave it over there. I was bringing stuff out over here earlier. Did I get out of my bag? There went that idea. Now I got a stinky old piece of chicken breast in my living room I gotta pick up. Still do have bread and corn and well, I had that in my icebox for like 3 days. I was saving it for a special occasion. Did have a bite. It got hit. Just didn't take it all the way. I'm hard pressed to believe there's not some like little blue cat, like little channel stuff right around the bank. Yeah, it's so much cooler down there. I'm looking at that that sand beach down there. It's like, oh man, it's gonna be so hot down there. It's so much better down here right now. Back on it again. What kind of structure is over here to the right? What the heck is fried? Jeez. That had to have been a blue cat. And uh-oh. Bubbles. Look how close those bubbles are. Danny. They're right there. That's probably what's nibbling on that worm over there. I had a carpet here right by the bank. Yeah, that is out there deep. That's in like 25, 30 feet of water. That's the deepest I cast over here. My rocks fell down, huh? Well, gonna back up. Yeah, there's a carp over here right by the bank. Some corn on here. What's that line doing? Pretty tight. That's some heavy current out there. Wasn't sure if that quarter ounce was gonna hold, but it seems to be. I've been really, really hoping that this water would drop another couple feet. Once this iron is like totally out, and there's like a little rock ledge right to the side of it. That's when there's like a ton of like grass carp that stack up right behind it. They can't really get above it. The current's just ripping right behind it. They get disorientated when they go from like no current to like super fast moving stuff. Guys, I haven't shown you, there is definitely an art to putting this corn on. You have to do it just the right way so it pushes right down against that hook and just leaves that. Yeah, they're just clowning around out here right now. There's some monsters down here. I don't want to move from this spot, folks. I really don't. There's some good ones down here. If I catch them, if I don't, I want to give it a shot. Sure. That fish had to be that close. That looks pretty good. That's in almost still water right here. This one tight. If she's tight. If something hits her, I'm gonna know it. This is just a beautiful spot, folks. Some monster fish down here right now. I don't wanna leave. Miss Giggy and Danny laughing their butts off. If you Didn't see on the live, Miss Gigi. Oh boy, I don't want to see. Let's see. Nobody really says chicken butt. Let's see. Nobody says NJ. Woo. Let's see. NJ, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, Mark. I appreciate it, my friend. Hope you're having a great day, my friend. Haven't seen you in a while. I've been seeing you on live feed, slamming them crappies. Let's see. NJ says, Mr. Mike. Danny, thank you, my friend. I really do appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, this Mountain Dew's been ripping me up. I need a good cup of coffee. I really do. And I'm going to grab one on the way home, too. I really do appreciate that. That's Danny with the donation to PayPal. I really do appreciate it, my friend. Thank you. Let's give some Danny some W's in the chat, my friends. Let's see, Danny with the #1 emojis. I appreciate it, my friend. The #1 trophies go to you, my friend. Let's see, Chris says Danny with the WWs. Let's see, good night, Munchie. What's going on? I appreciate you coming in, my friend. Let's see, good night says hello, everyone. Mark, we caught one carp on the feed so far. It was a 10 to 12 pounder. Been a little slow. There were some people fishing down on our cool sandy beach, so we had to move down to the rocks. We did get one, and we haven't lost any gear. I mean, yeah, we've broken our back on the daggone rocks, but yeah, we haven't lost any gear. Jenny says hello, Munchie. Munchie says, oh, yep, press that like button. I do appreciate that, my friend. Let's see, Munchie says Danny. I just don't want to move from this spot, folks. There's like way too many super big fish down here right now. Like every minute or two, you see something 30, 40 pounds just busting the surface. And a lot of them are carp. A lot of them are like catfish. And with worm out here, we've got a decent chance of getting like at least some kind of blue cat or flathead or something out here. That's in like the deepest water I can get it out there. That's like 30 feet deep out there. That's not on the river channel. It's pretty dang close. This one's just fishing here real close still. Another one. Right to the right of you guys, just right to the surface. Man, there's some monsters down here right now, folks. Tell you what, I'm gonna do a little trick of mine. I gotta be quick with this. Trick is to get it out there, get some corn out there, and then get your bait right in the middle of the spot. Get them thinking that's a part of the food you threw in. That's worked on with me on carp in like Fairgrounds Park. You'll see a carp kind of working around the shorelines, you know, really shallow water. He'll be sitting right by your feet. You throw a little handful of corn in right in front of him, and then you move him out a little bit deeper. And when he's got out just deep enough, then you flip your line out right after you take in that last handful of corn. He'll grab it while he's grabbing the corn on the way down. Works for trout too, but you're not supposed to do it. Paul says, give them a treat. Let's see. Paul says, hello, Miss Giggy. Miss Giggy says, Munchy Paul. I do appreciate that, Danny. I really, really do, my friend. Yeah, well, I'm seeing some bubbles coming in here right now, folks. Now, I think those fish that were moving out there deeper, I think they're coming in a little shallower now. Yeah, they're starting to follow that bait line. Well, people in at 91 thumbs up. We're so close to the 100 barrier, folks. Can we break it? Let's see, what age did I start fishing at? I was about 5 years old. Bro. Let's see, Paul says, how is it today? A little quiet. It was hot earlier in the feed, but it's cooled off now. That's why the name of the feed was, it was just another steamy one. We got one pretty good carp on the beginning of the feed, but she's calmed down. There's some big fish down here. I just don't want to leave this spot. It's just too nice right now. It's just gorgeous. Look at this, folks. Just beautiful. Another one. Sheesh. I don't even know what that was. That looked like that was as big as me. Interesting rocks down here. That's a piece of slate. See, that's sandstone. This is granite. Another piece of it. What is this? Brick. Old school brick. Just down here right now, folks. So peaceful, so quiet. We might try a little something different on our next feed. I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do. I thought about doing it today, but then again, I had all the stuff and I had all the worms and everything, so I wanted to make one more run down here to the river. And unfortunately, there were some people fishing our sandy spot down there, our little beach. So, well, there was one person, but he had 5 rods out scattered over the entire beach, and he had the rods cast way out there deep. So it was, if I was going to fish there, I would have had to fish underneath his rods, and that wasn't going to happen. I'm not going to do that. I don't mind fishing 30, 40 feet up or down river from someone, as long as if we take a cast, and as long as we cast that much distance is at least between us, it's fine. But that was too close. Like if I took a cast here, and as far as I could cast, there was a person about down there, that would be fine. I try to give a lot more room down here on the river than I do on the lakes, because we We've got a lot of room to fish. There's no reason to fish on top of each other. Comes a big old barge up the river and looks like it's going to be on the other side, so all you're going to be able to see is the top of it when it goes past that iron thing over there across the river. It's just incredible. I'm not getting any bites now. There are big fish everywhere. Like we're not getting them. Let me do a dangerous cast. I know how dangerous this is, but heck, put in there shallow way down there. What's it like with that iron? Might be big old grass carp or something sitting down there. Let's just bounce to the bottom. Very odd not getting any bites on worm out there either. There's usually a ton of little blue cat stuff out there. You throw a worm out there on the bottom, there's usually like 20 little blue cats that want to tear to pieces. Hard pressed to hook them, but you usually get bites at least. And you guys can see I just kind of makeshifted this rock face here. I didn't have anywhere else to fish. Down here, it's right at the level. There's not a lot of room. Sure, if you want to put your rod like way the heck up there, but then you guys will be able to see the water. I do appreciate that, Danny. I do, my friend. And looks like I was wrong. That barge is going to be making it over this way. Uh-oh. And we might be taking a step back here. I don't know about where I'm set. Might be taking us a few steps back here, folks. This barge is doing about 30 miles per hour upriver. Yeah. Let's see, Jason says, yes, sir. Jason says, howdy. Thanks for coming back in, Jason. Thank you. See, fingers crossed for a really nice one, Mike. Yeah, I'm hoping, my friend. I am hoping. Let's see, now, yep, 8 more to hit 100. 8 people in it. 92 thumbs up. I appreciate that, my friends. I really, really do. That big old barge coming right on the screen. Right about. And that's a big one, folks. That's a triple decker. Yeah, I'm working on it, Miss Giggy. I'm working on it. Danny says, yep, I do appreciate that, my friends. And tell you what, I'm going to take a step back already, Nick. Here she comes on the feed. right about now. Let me see her right over here. And there she is. Off a few seconds here. And that is one big barb. And this whole river on that other side is just like this. You can surf on the way. Look at that. Fish these guys are smoking out here right now. Let's see, I'm not sure who that is, but I thank you for coming in, my friend. Whoever that was said hi. Jason says howdy. Comes the waves, my friends. And that's a triple decker barb there, folks. That's a big one. And I'm watching. People back in, folks. 93 thumbs up. I appreciate that, my friend. Gareth, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Gareth asked any about yet. We got one big 10 to 12 pound common carp right at the beginning of the feed. That was an awesome fish. Took us a couple of minutes to battle that fish. Danny says, hey, hi Gareth. Yeah, sorry, I'm keeping my eye on these waves. That barb made a heck of a ruckus. Oh, I might get snagged on there. Still, bubbles right in front of me. I see you guys right over here. You ain't gonna hide from me. Oh, you're there. We do have some big ones down here right now, folks. It's just getting them to hit. Keep an eye on the background feed here. There's some massive, massive fish just obliterating the surface right now. Big common carp, buffalo carp, blue cat, grass carp. There's just some monsters down here right now, folks. Yeah, them rocks are a little brutal on your back. We don't have much of a shoreline down here, folks, so we're making do with what we've got. We've got worm on the close rod and corn on the far rod. Oh, check that out. What was that? I think that had a gar with like a little walleye or something stuck in its mouth. Whoa, a little walleye or sauger or something. That was so quick I could barely see it. Just it was right up at the surface and then it was gone. Oh, that was a snake? Okay, I got you. It looked like it had something slender in its mouth. Yeah, those waves must have scared him out of the rocks. Oh, it was on screen? That's cool. That's going to be very cool to be on there. I hope that that little thing that picks it up at the end of the feed will grab that off the Let's see, Danny says, snake or gar? Can be yes. I'm pretty sure it had something in its mouth, too. That's the reason why it was kind of running there. Oddly enough, it never came back up. Because usually if it's a snake, it's going to keep coming back up. That's why I considered it was a gar, because it never came back up. It could be a water snake. They stay down for quite a long time, in fact. Let's see, 15 people in and 94 thumbs up. That's just awesome, my friends. And we caught one big one on the feed. I've seen plenty of people come out and fishing and not catch anything. I'm glad we don't got that skunk going. I'd be going nuts down here if I had a skunk, man. I'd be like, where am I going to fish? Fish over here, fish over here, fish over here. Get that one big one on feed. Set back, hope to get a much bigger one down here, but this is so comfortable and enjoyable. And that sand is still in the sun down there. I don't know why that guy's been sitting down there all, well, no worries. He took his rods out and just sitting down there on the beach now. Guess he's just sitting out here relaxing now too. I was watching him from the feed. It looked like he got snagged like 6 times and then he quit. See, Paul says, Mike and all have to sleep. See you guys. Have fun. All right. I appreciate you coming in, Paul. And I really do appreciate the donations. That way we've been able to keep on fishing. Thank you. And I hope you have a great night, my friend. Paul says, catch a nice one, Mike. I hope so. Let's see. Chris says, right. Night, Paul. See, Paul says, thanks, bye. Bye. Don't let the bag bugs bite. Good night. Night. 15 people and 94 thumbs up. We're getting so close to that 100 barrier. Can we make it, folks? Can we make it? Skiggy says, good night, Paul. See you around. Hope to see you on the next feed, my friend. I think we're due for a hit. I got it. I got this good feeling right now. I think we're due for a hit. See, Zyro, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Zyro with the shout out and says hi. Hi, Zyro. Let's see, Miss Giggy says, yes, we can. Come on, help Mike to break the 100. I do appreciate it, Miss Giggy. Thank you. Arrow says, another blessed day, brother. How are you doing? We've got one pretty nice carp right in the beginning of the feed, and there's another one, this big one just busted up out there. About 10 or 12 pound common carp. Had a few bites after that, and then it's kind of slackened off. I'm not sure why. Because we're seeing a lot of big fish out here. They're just not hitting. Let's see, Miss Key says Zyro. Let's see, Danny says, later, Paul. Let's see, Danny says, hi, Zyro. Hard pressed to leave this spot. There's massive fish hitting the surface. Gotten quite comfortable down here. It's cooled off. All our stuff's here. I don't have to move. I want to, and yet I don't want to. It's just such a beautiful spot down here right now. And I can see them bubbles right in front of me. That is getting on my nerves. Let's see. Zaro says Miss Giggy and Danny. What I'm about to just, oh, come on. I'm about to just put dang on corn on this one too, right by the bank. That worm don't seem to be working out there today. We got a couple pretty good pops on worm, but for the most part, I haven't seen much hitting it. Now we have been getting some bites on corn, but they've been picking it up and dropping it. I've been seeing one over here in the shallows, pick it up like 3 or 4 times. They go pick, and that was it. Probably a big old buffalo carp. They can be very tricky to even see the bite, much less get them to hit. And hook them. There's just bubbles. There's 3 sets of bubbles here. There's a 4th set right over there, right by the bank, right where my line is, too. There's a set of bubbles right over here to the left of me. He's right on top of my line. There's another set right here. You know what? What the heck? This has been working down here sometimes when all else fails. I keep forgetting about this. Why don't someone remind me about putting the daggone jig head on? Sometimes if you drip the jig head down here, it'll work. Why don't someone remind me about that? Give me a drink of coffee. My last Turner jigs. This will work sometimes when nothing else will. We'll put this on our bait caster, even though it's going to be heckin' tricky to cast it, but right when I'm trying to re-rig, we pulled on it pretty good. Oh. Round. Again. Trying to get that as close as I can to that thing so I don't have to bring the line. Stinker. Work with worm too. I forgot. That'll work fine with worm. Well, tough knot. Pretty good to me. I can cast a wrist tail out here too. Hard pressed to catch anything when I don't see. White bass will at least hit the surface every once in a while. So will skipjack. Could be a few big ramen stuff down here. I don't know. More kernel on there. Alright. This is such a white jig head, and I might have trouble casting with the bait cast. Cast okay. It was fine. Right where those bubbles were. He probably picked up the rest of the corn around it and he left mine. Smart out little suckers. Good. Let's go check that chat. What's going on? Hi, Zyro. Zyro says Giggy. Let's see, Ruse, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Yep, the 100th mic. Yes, sir. We've broken the 100 barrier. Awesome, folks. I do appreciate that, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See, Miss Giggy says 100, and Danny with the awesome emojis, and Danny with oh boy. No worries about it, Danny. Let's see, Danny says share the like. I do appreciate that, my friend. Let's see, 9 people in and 102 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. We do have some bubbles out here right now, folks. So we've definitely got some fish around. Thank you guys so much. That is awesome, my friends. Another train, earbuds out, folks. Earbuds out. Turn your volumes down. Yeah, regular train too. Gonna be a loud one, got 2 engines. And 103 thumbs up, awesome, folks. Appreciate that, my friends. John Peterson says, hey Chris Nielsen, I just subscribe to your channel. You have some awesome fishing shorts. Thanks, John. I appreciate that, my friend. Get everyone up to 1,000 subs. Yeah, I'm trying, Chris. I am trying, my friend. Got corn in the shallows on both rods right now. There's some bubbles in here right now. Big one. People look awful pixelated. We look pixelated, folks. Yeah, I know that look. Train. The train, boss. The train. The train messed us up there. There you go, Danny. I noticed. See, Chris says, sub and leave a comment on your shorts. John, go for that 100 subscribers. Sounds like a plan, my friend. Yeah, that big old train kind of kicked us down to 2G for a minute there. You got a full YouTube into taking your 4G back. Like, oh, you need to switch down to 2G. Okay. Yeah, I was watching River's live feed though just a moment ago. Man, that is pixelated. Heck, he's got 103 people in. Maybe I should just leave my thing go pixelated, but I hate it looking icky like that. Let's see, Miss Giggy says, John. Better now. Thanks, Danny. That's one good thing about the backup cell phone. You can see pretty quick when you're going. Literally. Oh, boy. I just thought about it. Never mind. Don't think about it, Michael. Don't think about it. Okay, so that was a bite on. That was a bite on. Just pop that once. Just pop that once over here. Pretty good little pop though. Pop. See, Danny left his butt off. And Chris with the pink. The Mrs. Hanky emojis. I think they're coming in, folks. There's a pop on corn. The jig head, and then if Mrs. Hanky's high, how high would Mr. Hanky, how high would Mrs. Hanky be? Be like hypersonic, only dogs can hear it? I can't do that. Now that hurts. Yeah. bro says, please help me reach 200 subs by Thanksgiving. And we're working on it, my friend. If you guys haven't subbed up to bros, make sure you have. Make sure you leave a comment so it sticks. Sometimes it's on fire down here. Sometimes you can catch one good one. Sometimes you can't catch anything. That's the way the Mississippi River is. I haven't fed these carp in probably a week, so they're probably a little ticked off at me. I've been feeding the ones down there. And now the bubble kind of stopped. Here. Not sure where they moved to. Last two kernels off to refresher. Another two right back on. Bubble right here. Set right here. Gotta be right on his daggone head. He's being a nuisance right here. Maybe I have to flip it out a little bit further up. Looks like he's kind of feeding here, moving right back out to the depths. Back out, back and forth pretty much. I can't get that frog out of my throat today. Hope I'm not coming down with something. Seriously. 8 people in and 104 thumbs up. I do appreciate that, my friends. Thank you, thank you. Let's see, nobody really says, go check out YouTube channel. Thank you, nobody really. I appreciate that. Let's see, not again, Danny, Chris. So little text, but can mean so much. I know with the Mrs. Hanky emojis. The gold ones are the Mr. Hankies. The pink ones are the Mrs. Hanky. And there's the passenger train going by. Yeah, that was a quick drain. That's like only five parts of that one. Who knows? There might have been someone watching YouTube right on there, right now, watching us on YouTube. Doubtful though, but you never know. I have had a barge come up with someone watching a live feed recently. He was watching me on the live feed. Boy, it just looks too good not to get some bites down here. It really does. And the bubble moved up here now. They're way up here. Have an idea for another live feed tomorrow. We'll probably go into a different spot. Doing some different types of fishing. Planning on doing an artificials only challenge. Thanks to Paul. We've got. I did want to mention it while I was on feed because I didn't want to spoil the surprise. But thanks to him, we were able to get some tactical rooster tails. Got 7 of these guys in here, silver, 1/8 ouncers. Let's see, chartreuse, fire tiger. Let's see, black, Panther Martin style rooster tail. I didn't want to spoil the surprise for him during our next live feed. It'll probably be tomorrow. It might not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's see, Miss Giggy says, wait. Let's see, Chris with the I have no idea emojis and the #1 emoji. I appreciate that, Chris. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our times. Let's see, 3. Yeah. Tell you what, we've been in about 3 hours, folks. I don't think we're gonna do much today. I'm just gonna relax down here. Everyone seems like they're on other live feeds right now, but that's cool. They're enjoying a lot of other people's live feeds right now. Fishy Things is on live. Let's see, Jimmy's Adventures is on live. Fishing with Rivers is on live. A lot of other people are on live right now. What do you think, folks? Should I leave the camera on, or should I just shut her down for the day? Let's see. Keep fishing and we watching in the Cell Brother. Let's see. Chris says, night, SB. Thank you for coming in, SB. I appreciate it, my friend. We could get hammered here any minute. See, Danny says it's what you want, Mike. I don't know. I could just sit back here and relax. Sit here, watch the rods. I'm going to let these soak. I think we just have to wait for these fish to come to us right now. Make sure these rags are set good. Just in case one fault rises if we don't lose a rod. Down here isn't like the other spot. They get the rod in here, it's gone. It's like 7 feet deep right off the bank. If it's there, it's over. I'm not gonna even get to it. Seriously. We'll just relax back and I can man the chat for a while. Who knows? Maybe a bigger one will hit it. You never know down here, folks. Never know. Did I mention that you never know? Because you never do. I've been sitting down here for 3 hours without a nibble and suddenly bam, 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 bam. See, Italian bushcraft, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. See, Italian says, MBP Fishing, hello, my friend. Hope you're having a great day, Italian. I think it's just too gorgeous of a night not to share it with everybody. This evening is just, that's just beautiful down there. See, Miss Gigi says, somewhere in the back of my mind, I know I need to sleep, but no, I can't. Well, just relax back, enjoy the sounds of the water in the background. That cool little waves moving around. Ignore the gigantic fish jumping out of water. Just ignore that. Whiskey Italian says, MBP Fishing, how are you, brother? We're doing okay. Kind of a slow feed, live feed. We had a little bit of a push in the beginning of the feed, kind of died down, and we caught one big carp in the beginning of the feed. And about a 10 or 12 pounder, but that's about it. We've had some pretty good pops, but no real takes. No real takedowns after that first fish. Let's see, Miss Gigi says, so many thoughts, Chris. Let's see, Danny says, how are you, Italian? Italian says, outdoors with Den, hello, my dear. Let's see, Danny says, don't want to know, Gigi. Oh, yeah, I didn't talk about it either, Danny. It's like, Oh, good googly. Don't smirch my PG-13 channel, please. 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 Yeah, this is what I do a lot of times down here when I'm alone. Just sit down here, man the rods, relax back. He says, yeah, don't want to know. Yep. Then again, it might be cool thoughts, you know, bunnies and uh, butterflies and good old double cheeseburger with lettuce, tomatoes, and yeah, probably not though, but could be. Probably not. Uh-oh, this Kiki might be falling asleep. There's a pop on the far rod. That's what they've been doing. I just saw that rod peck once. It's like that fish nosed up to that bait and just, nope. No, thank you. See 10 people in and 108 thumbs up. Do appreciate it, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're new coming into the channel, we've caught one decent 10 to 12 pound carp earlier in the feed. Had quite a few hits, just nothing's really got us to get a takedown yet. Slow days. I mean, it happens to us all. And you know, next feed I'm going to be doing a challenge video. I haven't done a challenge video in a while. In fact, I think I'm the only person that ever does challenge live streams. Most people just go out and fish. Well, I've got a challenge for next live feed. Wow, that breeze feels so good. Why couldn't we have had that breeze like an hour ago when it was sunny down here? Sheesh. It was hot down here earlier, folks. It was close rod. Yeah, he was bouncing it pretty good. I think he still is, too. Still. What he's doing is he's circling the bait. Yeah, that fish is not hitting it, he's circling it. So it's probably his tail or the wake of his body making the tip of that line move. A little stinker. That was a pretty good bite though. He was definitely. I just saw that rod go wobble, wobble, wobble. And these guys don't even get deserve to be fed down here today. They feed me. They one just busted up over there. Sorry if I woke you up, Miss Gigi. We actually had a bite. That stunk. What I say about this jig, I might not be able to cast it with the bait cast. This is not the best bait caster in the world. It reels great, and it's got a great veil and everything. It just doesn't cast an eighth of an ounce of weight very good. Okay. I don't want that out too far. I'm going to drop right down to the bottom. And we didn't get to break that one in today. Fish I got was on my spinning combo. Try switching her up, put a worm on here again. Never know, it could be a big old flathead or something just moved in here around this evening time. Would not surprise me one bit there was a 50-pound flathead just moved in here. Looking for an opportunity to snatch a 15, 20-pound buffalo. Gulp. 8 or 10-pound grass carp, they ain't picky. You'd be surprised at the kind of fish I've found over the years in other fish's bellies. I don't keep many fish. Fish I do keep, I eat. Make sure to not waste them, but good, 15, 20-pound flathead. Hard pressed to get a better tasting fish out of this river. White bass, but they only run a couple times a year. That was a fine cast, except the weights lift up the hook. Exact same spot, except the weight was right there. So we've gone back to worm on one rod and corn on the other. It's almost still water back here. But by the bank, it's just, there's a lot of, churning out there 7 or 8 feet out, but down here when you get right to the bank, it's just almost still water. And these rocks can really tear you down. I'm gonna need a more relaxed grip next video. Oh boy. There we go. Let's see, 8 people in and 108 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Bro says I'm back. Let's see, bro says hi. Let's see, bro says no backup, unfortunately. Chris says, peeps, I am off to bed. Have a good one. All right. Good night, Chris, and I do appreciate you coming in, my friend. I do hope you have a great night. Miss Gigi says, good night, Chris. Still with us, Miss Gigi. I'll have to sing you a lullaby. Go to sleep, Mrs. Gigi. Oh, 1 sheep. 2 sheep. 3 sheep. Not working, is it? I'm trying. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stay live for just a little while longer. It's a beautiful evening. If I just killed the feed, I'd just be sitting down here anyways. Not really ready to go home. Ain't got much to do. Up, you're going out with the dog? I got you. Don't forget to take the old pooper scooper. Gloves and yeah, he's got a little dog, but it poops a lot. Like 3 trash bags. Let's see, Jenny says, okay, might be back in a bit. And let's see, Miss Gigi says, have a good one, Dan. And Miss Gigi says, Lapping says, thanks, Mike. I'm trying, Miss Gigi. Boy, if you could feel the cool breeze down here coming off that water, I think you'd conk out awful fast, Miss Gigi. Just imagine a nice, clean, cool breeze bouncing off the water down here. Just that little churning water. Just those eyes heavy and yeah, something's nipping on that worm over there. Very, very lightly. My little thingy in here. And let's see, Pierce says, I wait. Let's see, Miss Gigi says there is definitely something happening. Yeah, that far right. I've been seeing them wobbling. That's got worm on it, so that's probably a big buffalo carp. He's up there gnawing on it. Or something floated down in the middle of the river there. What is that? That's a soccer ball. Let's see, Ed, what's going on? Ed's back in. Ed says Ed's from Virginia. Awesome. This is St. Louis, Missouri, Ed. I'm sure you've heard that before. Let's see, Miss Katie says, hi, Ed. What the heck? Oh, look at that. But you guys got a snake underneath you. He just popped his head out. I thought I saw something moving in the rocks there. That's a little guy. He just stuck his head out and go, human, and went right back underneath her. Let's see, bro says, just subscribe, Pierre. Let's see, Ed says, thank you, the best of wishes. I do appreciate you coming in and stopping by today. If you're new to the channel, we're down on the Mississippi River, down by the Arch in St. Louis. We're about a quarter mile upriver from the Arch. We've caught one nice common carp, about 10 or 12 pounds today, right in the beginning of the feed. It's about 3 hours and 30 minutes. Well, I guess I can call her. Let's see, 3 people still in and 109 thumbs up. I think that's it for the feed today. I'm going to sit down here and just relax and everything. Let's see, Pierce says, SB, sub 2. Let's see, Juliano, what's going on? Juliano says good afternoon. Hope you're having a great day, Juliano. Or Giuliano. I don't know why I say Juliano. Ah, 11 people in and 110 thumbs up. I really, really do appreciate you guys coming in, my friends. It is just a gorgeous evening, folks. Just beautiful down here. Let's see, bro says, just subscribe, Michael. All right, let me make sure to, I think I already am subscribed. That's my backup channel. So, yep, I'm already subbed to you, bros. Yeah, that's me trying myself. I do that sometimes. Let's see, Miss Giggy says, Giuliano. And here comes another barge. Just going to pass that point right about now. Boy, that one's curved incorrectly, huh? What the heck? You better turn that sucker around fast. So we've got a tugboat behind a, right beside, okay, so we got a tugboat behind a double-decker barge. Okay, I see what's going on. Let's see, Denny says, hi, I'm back. Let's see, Denny says, hi, Giuliano. Yeah, those waves are going to hit us too. Both barges. Great. See, 12 people back in and 110 thumbs up. Let's see, Pierre with the thumbs up. Yeah, I think I'm going to call her for the night, folks. I do appreciate you guys staying in for the feed. I think they've quieted it down. I'm just going to sit down here and relax. Yep, I'm just going to sit down here and enjoy the evening. But, yeah, I'm just going to have my old good luck. Stay safe. Hope to see you on the water, my friends. Keep doing what you love. Keep them lines tight. I'll see you on the next one, my friends. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it.